100 million defamation storm erupts over former EMPD deputy chief's blue light testimony. Parts of the testimony delivered by former Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department EMPD Deputy Chief Trevor Spice before the Madlanga Commission have triggered a staggering 100 million rand defamation claim from a private security firm, Calvin and Family Security Services. The company accuses Spice of making unsubstantiated and damaging allegations that one of its vehicles was unlawfully fitted with blue lights, an offense strictly reserved for emergency and law enforcement vehicles. Spice, who took early retirement from the EMPD in January, told the commission, tasked with probing corruption, misconduct, and alleged criminal infiltration within police and metropolis structures, that he was informed by former colleagues of the illegal blue light fitting on a CFS vehicle. The alleged incident, he said, came to his attention after he had already left the service. CFS has dismissed the claims as reckless hearsay amounting to defamatory gossip, targeting both the company and its director, Calvin Matibeli. The firm has demanded that Spice furnish concrete proof to back his claims. In a letter sent to Spice on November 14 and seen by Sunday World publication, CFS challenged the former deputy chief to provide the vehicle's registration details, the full name of the driver allegedly involved, any case or inquiry number linked to the incident, and the 13-digit impoundment number that must be issued when a vehicle is seized for unlawful emergency lift fittings. The letter further reminded Spice of the wide-ranging scope of the Madlanga Commission, which includes investigating potential infiltration of the criminal justice system by organized crime syndicates, as well as political interference in policing and prosecuting. Against that backdrop, the company asked Spice to clarify whether he was implying that CFS had participated in criminal infiltration or had been implicated in any related investigations, and to provide tangible proof. Spice failed to respond within the 5-day deadline. After receiving no reply, CFS wrote directly to the Commission on Friday, expressing outrage at what it called unverified and false statements made under oath, and said it is with great concern that Mr. Spice, as a witness under oath, has provided false and damaging information regarding our client and has subsequently failed to prove or substantiate such allegations. The firm said the testimony had already inflicted significant reputational harm, loss of client trust, and potential financial damage, and it urged the Commission to investigate Spice's claims. Simultaneously, CFS moved forward with defamation proceedings, serving summons demanding 100 million rand from Spice for reputational and financial loss. Spice denied knowingly receiving any correspondence from CFS and said, "I didn't get the letter you are referring to. Maybe it landed in my spam email folder." Responding to news of the lawsuit, Spice was unfazed, saying CFS should direct its concerns to the Commission since his statements were made under oath and within the protected context of a formal inquiry, and said if they are suing me, they are threatening a witness of the Commission. I can't be threatened by Calvin and Family because I made that statement at Madlanga Commission. Spice's testimony was part of a broader outline aimed at showing how the unlawful use of blue lights had become widespread in the city, raising concerns of possible collusion between the law enforcement and private entities. He also referenced similar allegations involving a company allegedly linked to suspected underworld figure Vusimuzi Matlala. Meanwhile, the city of Ekurhuleni Mayor Nkosingphinde Xhakaza has ordered a review of all 55 promotions made by suspended Deputy MPD Chief Julius Mkhwanazi, along with a preliminary report into allegations that 275 officers were never properly vetted. The Madlanga Commission heard testimony implicating senior EMPD officials, including Mkhwanazi, in allegedly enabling criminal infiltration. Mkhwanazi, who was at the center of the Metropolis corruption allegations, is accused of installing blue lights on private vehicles belonging to alleged drug cartels member Vusimuzi Matlala. Xhakaza confirmed that he convened an urgent special mayoral committee meeting to table an internal investigation report raising deeply troubling allegations of misconduct involving two senior managers. This includes suspended EMPD Chief Jabulani Mapiyeye. Mapiyeye was placed on precautionary suspension in September 2024 after allegations of sexual harassment were lodged against him. These allegations are consistent with concerns already raised before the Madlang Commission of Inquiry, Xhakaza said. He added that he requested the Speaker of Council to convene an extraordinary council meeting to brief councillors on the ongoing process, including the reasons behind the 2023 decisions not to institute disciplinary actions stemming from alleged misconduct by Mkhwanazi, as recorded in the internal investigation, and said given the serious and deeply concerning developments now emerging both internally and through alleged irregularities presented at the Madlang Commission, I have mandated the city managers to institute a broader, comprehensive internal investigation into alleged misconduct and administrative failures within the city's law enforcement structures. I have further directed that a preliminary report be submitted within 21 days on the alleged 275 unvetted officers, including those with alleged prior convictions. Ensuring that all officers meet ethical and professional standards is essential to strengthening public trust. Xhakaza said he also instructed the city manager to review all 55 alleged irregular promotions of police officers made in recent years. The report is expected within 7 days, and said where promotion decisions lack proper justification or are found to be irregular or politically influenced, corrective actions will follow.
Point where reaching like a hot point where this discussion is going on and nothing happens with the disciplinary and nothing happens with IPID. It just, everyone gets more information and it gets worse and worse and worse as we go along. I am suddenly approached by a person from the State Security Agency, and he is stating to me that they, a State Security Agency, have picked up that there are death threats being made against me, where this Brigadier Mkhwanazi and other officers was discussing in Katlehong area, they were discussing to rent or hire Inkabis, which is a hitman from the KZN area. So they were discussing this, and they already have plotted the concept of it's easy to take me out because I drive in my private capacity. I also have motorcycle and I enjoy motorcycle riding, adventure riding, and it's easy to take me out because I use the motorcycle. So SSA concluded a complete threat assessment against me and with my house, and there were conclusions made at the end of the day where they asked me if I'm kosher with it, if a guard can stay on my premises and I would provide water and electricity to the guard. And I stated, yes, I will do that if it comes down to that. But I also look after my own security and my family's security in a very secure manner. And that they then reported this to the city manager.
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.